started, I guess. Yeah, you're starting. Excellent. So now let me present this. So how far we came?
I think Radhika ji must have learned few more.
Radhika ji?
I learned until 22nd.
Good.
It's over, Bogaji. Until then, Yalina already.
Oh, already she also, I see. Where, what was the last sloka, Leena ji? Leena?
Last one?
How far did you say?
22nd.
Which is what?
23.
Tasyabhisheka sambhara.
Tasyabhisheka sambrambhan drishtva bharyatha. You said bharyartha. It is bharya atha. Atha sambrambhan drishtva bharya kaikayi. So drishtva bharyatha kaikayi. Tasyabhisheka sambrambhan drishtva bharyatha kaikayi. Vivasanam cha ramasya bharatasya abhishechanam.
Purvam dattavaradi.
Purvam dattavara. I cannot sing in this tune. Tasyabhisheka sambrambhan drishtva bharyatha kaikayi. Purvam dattavara devi varamenam ayachata. Vivasanam cha ramasya bharatasya abhishechanam. Sasatyavachanat raja dharma pashena samyatah vivasayamasa sutam priyam dashara. Vivasayamasa ramam priyam dasharata sutam. Then Satya Satyavachanat Sajagama Vanam Viraha Pratignyam Anupalayan Piturvachana Nirdeshat Kaikeya Priyakaranat Tam Rajantam Priyo Bhrata Lakshmano Jagamaha Snehad Vinaya Sampannaha Sumitranandavardhanaha Bhrataram Daito Bhratuhu Saubhratram Anudarshayan. So should we say these slokas together? So we all can remember probably.
Yes, Bogaji.
So Sajagama Vanam Viraha in Leena. Sajagama Vanam Viraha
Sajagama vanam viraha.
Pratignyam Anupalayan
Pratigna.
Upalayan.
Piturvachana Nirdeshat
Piturvachana nittesha.
Kaikeya Priyakaranat
Kaikeya priyakarana.
Tam Rajantam Priyo Bhrata
Tam rajantam priyo bhrata.
Lakshmano Nujagamaha
Lakshmano nujagamaha.
Snehad Vinaya Sampannaha
Snehad vinaya sampannaha.
Sumitranandavardhanaha
Sumitranandavardhanaha.
Bhrataram Dayito Bhratuhu
Bhrataram dayito bhratuhu.
Saubhratramanudarshayan
Saubhratramanudarshayan.
Ramasya Dayita Bharya
Ramasya dayita bharya.
Nityam Pranasamahita
Nityam pranasamahita.
Janakasya Kule Jata
Janakasya kule jata.
Devamayeva Nirmita
Devamayeva nirmita.
Sarvalakshana Sampanna
Sarvalakshana sampanna.
Narinamuttama Vadhuh
Narinamuttama vadhu.
Sitapyanugata Ramam
Sitapyanu. Can you say that, uncle?
Sitapyanugata Ramam
Sitapyanugata ramam.
Sashinam Rohini Yatha
Sashinam rohini yada.
Paurairanagato Duram
Paureranugato duram.
Pitra Dasharathena Cha
Pitra dasharatena cha.
shRngiberapuram Sutam
shRngiberapuram sutam.
Gangaa Kule Vyasarjayat
गङ्गाकूले व्यसर्जयत्
गुहमासाद्य धर्मात्मा
गुहमासाद्य धर्मात्मा
निषादाधिपतिं प्रियं
निषादाधिपतिं प्रियम्
गुहेन सहितो रामः
गुहेन सहितो रामः
लक्ष्मणेन च सीतया
लक्ष्मणेन च सीतया
एवनेन वनं गत्वा
देवनेन वनं गत्वा
नदीस्तीर्त्वा बहूदकाः
नदीस्तीर्त्वा बहुत्वतः
बहूदकाः
बहुतका
चित्रकूटमनुप्राप्य
चित्रकूटमनुप्राह
प्राप्य
प्राप्य
चित्रकूटमनुप्राप्य
चित्रकूटमनुप्राप्य
भरद्वाजस्य शासनात्
भरद्वाजस्य शासनात्
रम्यमावसतं कृत्वा
रम्यमावसदं कृत्वा
रममाणा वनेत्रयः
रममाणा वनेत्रयः
देवगन्धर्वसङ्काशाः सङ्काशाः
सङ्घाषाः
संकाशाः
संकाशाः
देवगन्धर्वसङ्काशाः
देवगन्धर्वसङ्काशा
तत्र ते न्यवसन् सुखम्
तत्र ते
तत्र ते न्यवसन् न्यवये न्यवसन् सुखम्
तत्र ते न्यवसन्
न्यवसन् सुखम्.
न्यवसन् सुखम्.
Very good, very good. Uttamam. I think Leela is too much, because even the new shlokas, you're just by listening, you are Uttama Shrautri Leena. Uttamam. Very good. Proud of you. Adyatana Panchangam, Sharvari Nama Samvatsare. We already entered Dakshinayinam last week. So Dakshinayine, Varshartau, Shravana Mase, Shukla Pakshe, Shashti Tithi till 3:11 p.m. After that, today is Thiravasaraha. Nakshatram Hasta till 11:54 a.m. followed by Chitra Nakshatram. Shivaha Siddha Yogaha till 1:38 p.m. followed by Siddha Yogaha. Karanam Kaulavaha Taitilaha Garaha, according to those time limits there. So last time we did till Paurairanagato Duram Pitra Dasharathena cha shRngiberapuram sutam gangaa kule visarjayat. So we said, because people also have followed Rama, the entire city moved with him. They have rested in one of the places for that evening, and Rama realized that if he doesn't somehow escape himself, then the entire city will keep moving with him. So he didn't want to disturb the city and the empire and all of that. So he decided to wake up Suta, Sumantra, who is his chariot, Suta, and says, please take me to Gangaa Kulam, where there is shRngiberapuram, because he knew one of his old time, sometime his old acquaintance and friend called Guha lives there. So Suta takes three of them in his chariot very silently, drops them at shRngiberapuram. There, which is near the Ganga Kula, which is on the shore of the Ganga. There he lets Sumantra return back to Ayodhya, saying, now that's it. You here onwards, let us be free. Let me fulfill the instruction and the promise made by my father Dasharatha. So accordingly, sadly, Sumantra returns back. Then people wake up the next morning. They don't see Rama. They try to search here, and there. No traces, And as we said, and life moves on. So everybody return back to their places and they get busy again with their lives. So from there, so now what happened from there? Te vanena vanangatva nadistirtva bahudakaha chitrakutam manuprapya Bharadwajasya sashanat Ramyamavasatham Kritva Ramamana Vanetrayah Devagandharva Sankashaha Tatrate Nyavasan Sukham. So, te, who are te? Te means they. Bahuvachanam, te. Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita. Sita, Rama, Lakshmana. Te vanena manam gatva. From that vana where they left to other vana, they keep moving. How? With the help of guha. Guha first makes them leave this vana and cross the Ganga Nadi in his boat. Nadis tirtva bahudakaha. They tirtva is taranam. They swim or they cross over. They cross several rivers, one after another. And finally, chitrakUTam prapya, having reached the chitrakUTa place, anushasanat. Anu is the upasarga which is put before. It comes with anushasanat, means by the direction of and by the instructions of Bharadwajasya anushasanat. Maharshi Bharadwaj there, Rishi Bharadwaj, he instructs Rama. Rama, I think you should now stay here. There are a lot of people who want to come and meet you, who are Vanachari, and we'll read that later. So, upon his instructions, then what they do? Ramyam avasatham. Vasa is live. Avasa is a living abode. So, an ashram. Ramyam, that too, beautiful, very pleasant avasatham. Kritva, having done. Where? In the vana. Vane. Ramyam avasatham kritva. Ramamanaah trayah. Those three. Who are they? Ramamanaah. And they are looking so, pleasing or so, so Ramyam. By looking at them, you feel that Ramate, Ramamanaah. So they are enjoying. They make anybody looking at them also feel they're enjoyable. Enjoyable three there. And how are they looking? Devagandharva Sankashaha. Kashate is, Kashate has 2 minutes. One is holds, the other one is to lights. So that from there comes Akashaha, because Akasha is throwing light for the entire. Samantat Kashate. Around it, all across, it is lighted, it is lightening. So Akasha. Likewise, Sankasha, Samyak Kashate. So they are looking like Deva Gandharva Sankasha, like Devaha Gandharvaha. I mean, they are looking so brilliant and radiant and jubilant. Deva Gandharva Sankasha, te tatra nyavasan. Nyavasan is past tense. Nivasakiya. They have lived there. Sukham. Happily, they lived in that chitrakUTa ashrama. Athate sItA rAma-lakshaMaNaaH vanena purovartita vana prapti dvarena, means from the previous vana from where they came, to vanam, aparam vanam, to another vana, gatva vanam iti jatya bahudakaah, which means nadischa tirtva, having crossed over, anu paschat. Anu, the upasarga is paschat, to say that after that, chitrakUTam prapya Bharadwajasya sashanat tatra ramyam avasatham. Avasatham is parNashaalaam. Kritva tatra ramamanaah devagandharva sankashaah, which means devadi prakashakaah te tatra sItA rAma-lakshaMaNaaH vani sukham nyavasan. So that is the very simple Anvaya Vakyam of it. So those three have traveled along and finally reach chitrakUTam, where under Bharadwaja's direction and instructions, they build parNashaala there and start living very happily. Then the next sloka, say it after me. chitrakUTam gate rame putra shokaturasthatha
Putra Turastata
Raja Dasharatha Swargam
Raja Dasharatha
Jagama Vilapan Sutam.
Jagama Vilapasutam
Vilapan Sutam.
Vilapan Sutam.
So now while these three have left and they are happily living there, but having missed them or having lost them, Vilapan, by constantly crying and feeling the tragedy, the Raja Dasharatha Swargam Jagama, he went to Swargam. That means he left this earth, he left this body. Why? Putra Shoka Aturaha. So he was Putra Shoka Aturaha. Atura is, we know Atura, right? Atura is inflected by what? By Shoka. Shoka is tragedy or, tragedy of Putra. He is inflected by, Are Rama left me, Rama left me, Rama left me. Or I only let him go, I only let him go. Constantly, crying, thinking about it, feeling guilty, cursing himself. So finally, he gives up the body. chitrakUTam gate rame. This is one, just for Sanskrit's sake, there is one beautiful prayoga called Sati Saptami prayoga. You can also say Tadanantaram, but there is another way to say Gate Ram, chitrakUTam gate rame. We can also say chitrakUTam Ramasya chitrakUTam gamananantaram. Instead of saying that, gate rame. It is actually Saptami. So, in the going of Rama to chitrakUTam, which means after the going of Rama to chitrakUTam. So, chitrakUTam gate rame putra shokaturasthatha Raja Dasharatha Swargam Jagama Vilapan Sutam. So, Rame chitrakUTam gate sati tada putra shokaturaha Dasharatha Raja Sutam Smritva. By remembering him, Vilapan, crying, Parivedanam. Parivedana is the sorrow, tragedy, sorrowfulness. Parivedanam kurvan, it's a continuous tense. So every moment he was feeling that sorrow of having lost Rama. Tat dukkha vashat, because of that dukkham, because of that sorrowfulness, Dasharatha Swargam Jagama. Let's say the next shloka. Gate tu tasmin bharato
Gate tu tasvin bharato
Vasishta pramukhair dvijaihi
Vasishta pramukhay dvijaihi
Niyujyamano rajyaya
Niyujyamano rajyaya
Naichatrajyam mahabalaha.
Naichatrajyam mahabalaha.
So now Dasharatha is no more. And so, there should always be king. There should not be, any, we should never live without a king, we say. That's Dharma Shastram. And so all the Vasishtha, the Pramukha, Vijaha, all the intellectuals, all the cabinet, etc., they all meet together. And then they say, okay, what do we do now? Dasharatha is no more. And as per normal code of conduct, the eldest son should take over. But Rama is also not here. And so what to do? So, Gate tu tasmin bharato Vasishta pramukhair dvijaihi niyujyamanaha rajyaya naichatrajyam mahabalaha. So, mahabalaha bharataha niyujyamanaha rajyaya. Rajyaya means rajyam kartum. So let's read the Vyakhyanam. So tasmin means in that event. Tasmin Dasharathe gate mrite. In that event of Dasharatha's death, Bharatastu Bharataha Vasishta pramukhair dvijaihi Traivarnikaihi saha. So all the different classes of heads and intellectual leaders there. By all of them, saha mantra vruddhaihi, mantri vruddhaihi, by all the senior mantrinaha, all senior mantris, by all of them, rajyaya niyujyamanaha mahabalaha, which means rajyam kartum samarthaha. So Bharata was nominated. Even then, api saubhratrat means because of his, good brotherliness, because he feels Rama is elder brother, Rama is the most capable person. While he is there, why should I be? So, naichat, na ichat, which means he didn't like. Bharata did not like this proposal that he should be made the king, knowing very well that Rama is the only capable one and he should be the one. Naichat rajyam mahabalaha. Etena Bharatasya parama subhratrutvam bodhitam. So with this, the good brother Bharata is shown to be shown to be a good brother, because he realizes Rama is his elder brother. Rama is the best. Sajagama vanam. So let's say this shloka also. So sajagama vanam viraha.
Sajagama vanam viraha.
Ramapada prasadakaha.
Ramapada prasadakaha.
Gatva tu samahatmanam.
Gatva tu samahatmanam.
Ramam satyaparakramam.
Ramam satyaparakramam.
Ayachat bhrataram Ramam.
Ayachat bhrataram Ramam.
Aryabhava puraskritaha.
Aryabhava puraskritaha.
Tvameva raja dharmajnaha.
Tvameva raja dharmajna.
Tvameva raja dharmajnaha.
Tvameva raja dharmajna.
Iti Ramam vacho bravit.
Iti Ramam vacho bravit.
So there are two sentences here. Now two events happened. So he said Naichat, when Vasishta and all have proposed that, hey, now the elder son Rama is not there. Anyway, Rama left because your mother wanted you to become the king. Now you should become the king. But he did not accept that proposal. Instead, he said, Rama is the only eligible one. Wherever he is, I'll go bring him. If you all really respect me, then come follow me, he says. So, sa jagama, anujagama, we said, Lakshmana anujagamaha, saviro, sa jagama vanam viraha. Right? Jagama means he left, went, gatavan, past tense of gachati. So, sa jagama vanam viraha, even he is a viraha, he also left. Why? Ramapada prasadakaha. What sort of Bharata is he? He is a Ramapada prasadakaha. He wanted to please Rama by, even taking his feet and saying, please Rama, come back for the mistake done by mother. Forgive us, come back. So Ramapada prasadam. Prasadam means to please, essentially. Prasidati. Prasida priyo prabho venkatesha, we say, right? So prasida is to please, please us, bless us, or have be pleased. That is simple. So Ramapada prasadakaha. So he left. Gatva, jake, having gone. Gatva tu saha is Bharatah. Mahatmanam Ramam Satyaparakramam ayachat. And Bhrataram ayachat. So ayachat is yachate, ayachat. Asked, he asked in the past tense. So he asked, or he pleaded, or he requested. Requested is the correct word. Ayachat, he requested. Who? Bharatah. Saha Bharatah. And so see how many adjectives he puts. For Ramam, Mahatmanam, Satyaparakramam, Bhrataram, Ramam, Ayachat. Here he requested Rama. What? Tvameva raja dharmajnaha iti ramam vachaha abravit. Abravit, bravati, brute iti present tense, abravit. He told Rama that Tvameva mata cha pita Tvameva, we say, right? Likewise, Bharata also said, Tvameva raja. Why? Dharmajnaha. Dharmam janati iti dharmajnaha. I know you are the dharmajnaha, and only dharmajnaha can become raja. And so, Tvameva raja dharmajnaha iti ramam vachaha abravit. How? Aryabhava puraskritaha. Again, we are seeing the term Arya here. Arya Bhavam, that the quality of an Arya, which is being noble and being courteous, being civilized, being cultured, is Arya. So Arya Bhavam Puraskrita. Puraskrita is in front of, or led by, in the front of. So that means Arya Bhava is leading him. That culture in him is leading Bharata to go plead, request Rama to come back and take up the Rajya Bhara. So again, let's read that Vyakhyanam. So Bharato, Saha means Bharataha, Mahatmanam. Why he calls Mahatmanam here? They are expanding. Satya Pratijnatvad. Satya Pratijnatvadi Aneka Dharmair Mahan Vaibhavavan Atma Yasya Tam. So by saying Mahatmanam, what they mean is Satya Pratignya, Satya Pratignyatvam Ityadi Aneka Dharmaihi, with several dharmas such as Satya Pratignya. He is Mahan and he is Vaibhavavan also. With his popularity is, his Vaibhava is with this Satya Pratignya. So with such Satya Pratignya, the qualities, he is Mahatmanam. Tam Satya Parakramam Bhrataram Ramam Gatva, means having gone to such Rama, who is Satya Parakrama and a brother. Arya Bhava Puraskritaha, as we said, Vinita Vesha Puraskritaha San, means Arya Bhava Puraskritaha means Vinita. Vinita is Vinaya. Vinaya is that humbleness. Recognizing, when you recognize somebody as better than you, you become humble to them. So that is the Arya Bhava, which is the Vinita Vesha Puraskritaha San. Aryo Hridyo Vinitascha iti Nigantu. Nigantu says the synonyms are Aryaha, Hridyaha, Vinitaha. So these are synonyms. And so again, another instance for us to add to our elaboration of Arya. We said previously Arya, by grammatically it means Ru, Gatau, A, Upasargena, Ya, Pratyayena, which is giving the emphasis of reachable, approachable person, is Arya, we learnt before. Now, another synonym given to Arya, or two other synonyms, is Hridyaha. Hridyaha is very hearty people. You know, hearty welcome, we say, right? Hearty congratulations. Hridyaha is hearty. They are heartful, which means they can understand you. That is Aryatam, Aryabhava. And also Vinitaha, they are very humble, docile, they're not boastful, they're not blabbering and all, right? They're always calm and docile and let others speak, understand the other person before we start boasting about ourselves. So that is Arya, Arya Bhava Praskrataha, iti nigantuhu. Tam Ramam Rajyaya Pratinivartitum Ayachat. Pratinivartitum. Nivartitum is to leave. So to request Rama to leave for Rajya. Rajyaya for leave, for Rajya. Pratinivartitum, towards. So please leave this place towards ruling again back. Iti ayachat. Ramapada Prasadakaha means Ramasya Padau Prasadayati Saha. So he pleads Rama on by begging by touching his feet. So Ramapadau Prasadayati Saha. Kincha Ramapada Prasadat eva kam sukham yasya saha veeraha bharatah vanam. So another definition of Ramapada Prasadakaha is Ramapada Prasadat eva kam. Kam is also meant for sukham. So Ramapada Prasadam eva is his sukham. He feels happy when he is with Rama, at his feet, which means, Rama, you tell me what to do, I do that. That is the nature of Bharata. So Ramapada Prasadadeva kam sukham yasya saha veeraha bharatah vanam ramadhishtita chitrakUTaranyam. So vanam means here that vana, that area which is adhishtita, which is being lived by Rama, which is the chitrakUTaranyam jagama. He left. That's a detailed vyakhyana of these two slokas put together. So sajagama vanam veeraha Ramapada Prasadakaha gatvatu samahatmanam Ramam satyaparakramam ayachat bhrataram Ramam aryabhava puraskrataha tvameva raja dharmajnah iti Ramam vacho bravit. So that is about these two slokas. Nanu katham evam avadharanam ityatra aha dharmajna iti. Katham evam avadharanam ityaha dharmajna iti. So his dharmajnatvam is through the avadharana. Avadhanam we say, right? Avadharana, dharana. Dharana is that keeping or ability to retain, recollect, apply is dharana. So that is why he's called dharmajna. And then jeshthe, sreshta gunair yukte. So there is a Niti Shastram here quoted. Jeshthe, sreshta gunair yukte, kaniyan rajyam narhati ityana narhati ityanadi pravaha siddhim dharmam tvameva janasi ataha pratinivartitavyam eva iti nyaya margopetam vacho ramam pratyabravit. So there is a niti dharmam which is pravaha siddhi, which says Jeshte Sreshta Gunair Yukte Kaniyan Rajyam Narhati. So Jeshtaha Kaniyasaha. These are the two terms for elder, younger. Jeshta Sutaha, Kaniyan Sutaha, we say. So Jeshte, when there is an elder one, that too Sreshta Gunair Yukte, if he is, with all the better qualities, Sreshta Gunair Yukte, Kaniyan Rajyam na arhati. The younger one is not eligible for the Rajyam. Iti pravaha ityanadi dharma pravaha ityanadi pravaha siddhim dharmam tvameva janasi. You know this now, Rama. Why do you want to then, how can you expect that I can rule? So ataha pratinivartitavyam eva. This tavyam, kartavyam, jnatavyam, gantavyam, that tavyam iti pratyaya, that says must go. Karna hi hai, aapko jana hi hai, pratinivartitavyam, yahan se nikalna hi hai, you must leave now. Iti nyaya margopetam vachaha. So Bharata is trying to, remind Rama, or not teach, but at least remind Rama that, hey Rama, this is the dharma. How can you, and you are a dharmajna, and how can you not follow this dharma? That's how Bharata impresses. And when we get into Ayodhya Kanda, that time you will read the entire Sarga speech of Bharata, then an entire Sarga speech of Rama replying for each point that Bharata raises. Rama answers it very intellectually through Dharma itself again, through Dharma quotations, and lets Bharata return. Any point? Somebody wanted to say something, I think. I heard some song.
No, Bhagaji, actually, one beautiful thing I noticed is he said Nyaya Margayana.
Ah.
So, Nyaya, again, to remind us, is logically is arguing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to I didn't want to say interrupt, but I think since you gave us the time,
yes. Nyaya margopetam vachaha vakyam. Vachaha is vakyam, statements. So he makes statements which are logical by the logic statements. Again, logic as a science of logic.
Yes.
Bhogaji, can you be more elaborate on the word dharana?
Dharana is to hold, right? So for dharma also we say dharanat ityahuh dharma. Dharana dharma ityahuh, we say, right? Dharana is also among the Ashtanga yogas. I think 7th one is dhyana. Dhyana, dharana, samadhi. So 7th one or 6th one is dharana, right? So dharana is that ability to hold information, hold a posture, hold a mental state, to be able to hold on to it is dharana. But practically dharana also means, so that means you retain that information, you retain that knowledge, and you recollect it and apply it when needed. Together is that avadharanam.
Okay,
so dharma, Bharata is trying to remind Rama that, hey, you are a dharmajna, which means avadharanam asti. You have the avadharana. And so this pravaha siddhi dharma, manadi pravaha siddhi dharmam is there, which says, kaniyan rajyam na arhati. When so in the Saptami it is in, which says, jyeshthe shrestha gunair yukte. It is Saptami, which means in the locative. In the event of an elderly, more eligible, better person, younger one does not have the eligibility to rule. Iti dharmam bhavata avadharani asti eva khalu. You already have that in your avadharana, and how can you now not accept this? So he says pratinivartitavyam. He says you have to. He's not saying you please. He's saying you have to. Pratinivartitavyam. You have to live now for Rajyam. That's why Bharata. So through that, the Bharata's good subhratrutvam bodhaiti is the thing there. So Prabhaji, Lavaji, you are discussing something. Any comments? No.
No comments. Nothing related to this.
Okay. All right. So next sloka will say, Ramopi paramodaraha.
Ramopi paramodaraha.
Sumukhas sumahayashah.
Sumukhas sumahayashah.
Nachaichat pituradeshat.
Nachaichat pituradeshat.
Rajyam Ramo Mahabalaha.
Rajyam Ramo Mahabalaha.
Now see, there are so many words which are repeating in the last 2-3 shlokas. Naichat Rajyam Mahabalaha. Then it was Bharata. Bharata says Naichat. Even though he is Mahabalaha, he says Naichat Rajyam. No, I don't want this Rajya. And here, Rama api. Rama also. He is also Naichat Rajyam Ramo Mahabalaha. What kind of people and brothers are these? On the other hand, we see everybody wanting to take away, even though we have a powerful fellow holding Rajya and ruling. Here are these brothers who say, Naichat Rajyam, no, I don't want it. Bharata says, I don't want it. Rama says, I don't want it. Lakshmana anyway came up and ran behind him. And Shatrugna says, I'm a young guy, I cannot, no, I do not know anything. What kind of brothers are these? So people are vismata. And that is why Ramayanam is so great. So Ramopi paramodaraha, parama udaraha. Udara charitanam tu vasudhaiva kutumbakam, we say, right? Udara, very magnanimous. I don't want to call it liberal, but yeah, that liberal kind of a thing. Magnanimous, liberal, open-minded. Parama, that too. Parama udaraha, not just udara itself is great. Parama udaraha, ultimate udaraha. And sumukhaha. Let us read the Vyakyanam only. So here also, nacha ichat. So there, naichat rajyam mahabalaha, in the previous two slokas before, when Bharata said that, naichat rajyam mahabalaha. Here, nacha ichat. So it becomes nacha ichat. So cha is added. And so Bharata already said naichat. And Rama also says naichat. So nacha aichat. Why? Pituradeshat. He says, for me, there is only one reason. Pituradeshat. Piturvachana nirdeshat. And so here it is. Pituradeshat. Father instructed me. That's it. There is no other dharma for me beyond this. So Pituradeshat naichat rajyam Ramo mahabalaha. So Ramaha api ramayati iti vyutpatya swarupa rupa gunairashtrita chittaranjana svabhavaha api. So when they say Ramaha api, there are two things here. Api is Rama also, declined, is what essentially the English sentence there is. But in the Vyakhana, they are trying to expand why Rama here. I mean, how to understand Rama in this sentence now. In each context, we try to understand him differently. So in this context, Ramaha api means Ramayati iti Ramaha. We know that. So with that, Swarupa, Rupa, Gunaihi, Ashrita, Chittaranjana Swabhavaha. So Ramayati, his only quality is Ramayati. Ramayati means, Ramati is he enjoys. Ramayati is he makes others enjoy. Pathati, I study. Pathayati, I make others study. In fact, there is no word called teach in our word. I mean, it is called nich. Pratyaya. Nich means to make others, to make it do. Pathati, pathayati. Khadati, khadayati. Amba khadayati. Mother makes you eat. So likewise, here it is Ramayati, which means he makes others pleased, or Ramati. He makes others find pleasure. Tat Swarupa. So that is his Swarupam. What is his Swarupam? His original Rupam is that. Tat Swarupa Rupa Gunaihi. With that nature of his and his features of his. Gunaihi. Ashrita. Ashrita, those who have seek refuge in him. Chittaranjana Swabhavaha. Ranjanam. Ranjanam is to give, again, same thing. Rama Sambandita verb only. Ranjanam is Manoranjanam, we say, right? Manoranjanam is pleasing of Manaha. So Ranjayati, Chittaranjana here. There is a Chittaranjan name also. Chittaranjan, there is a singer in Telugu, Chittaranjan Das, and Chittaranjan Das, other people are also there. So Chittaranjana Swabhavaha. By Ramayati, essentially, how do people get Ramayati? Of course, by looking at his Swarupa and his Rupam, but by his behavior, Chitta is also Ranjayate. Chittam api Ranjayate, Chittaranjana Swabhavaha api, Paramodaraha api, which means Swaparyanta apekshitartha pradaha. Swaparyanta apekshita artha pradaha. Daha means dadati iti daha. Pradaha. Prakrishtena dadati. That's how we said we quoted Bhagyada, Jayada, Jayaprada. If it is Dirgha, it is Strilinga. Prada, Pradaha in Pullinga. So, Apekshita Artha Pradaha, the expected Artha, the material or the expected thing, giver of the expected things, whatever expected, whatever fulfiller of the expectations, essentially, fulfiller of the expectations. Swaparyantam api, swaparyanta apekshita, meaning if he has to give himself up, he gives himself also up to fulfill the expectations or the wishes of his people, Ashrita Jananam. And we have seen several such stories of his ancestors, Ranti Deva, etc., right? Where they give their own muzzle up from the thigh just to protect that dove from the eagle. So, Swaparyantapekshitartha pradaha api yaha atmada balada iti shrutehe. So, there is a shruti vakyam which says, yaha atmada balada. Yaha, one who is able to give himself up is the balada, is the giver also of the strength also. So that is about paramodaraha, the elaboration of paramodaraha. Sumukhaha api, which means arthi jana labhena prasanna mukhaha api. So the arthi, one who is the seeker of that artha, whoever is coming to seek certain returns, tat labhena, arthi jana labhena, by having obtained that whatever they were wishing to get, having obtained that, obviously when you get it, you are a prasanna mukha, you are happy, you have a very glowing face now. I got whatever I wanted. So he makes others' faces happy by fulfilling their wishes. Hence, he is Sumukha. That for Vinayaka also, Sumukhascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakranaha. That Sumukha, when we say there is, one is of course, his very face is so pleasing, but it also means he makes us Prasanna Mukha by Arthi Jana Labhena. So that is this Sumukha api. Sumahayashaha api. So there is another quality used there. Sumukha Sumahayashaha. So what does Sumahayashaha mean? Su Maha Yashaha. Two upasargas used there. Su and Mahan. Yashaha. Yashaha is fame. Okay. So what does it mean? Na hyarthinaha karyavashad upetaha kakutsavamshe vimukha prayanti. Iti Sri Vishnu Purana Uktaritya. In Vishnu Purana, about the Kakutsavamsha, it is mentioned that Nahi Arthinaha Karyavashat Upetaha Kakutsavamshe Vimukhaha Prayanti. So Upetaha means Upam Agataha. So those who have approached the Kakutsavamshiyaha, Kakutsavamsha means Dasharatha and all. Rama's Vamsha is also called Kakutsavamsha, Ikshvaku Vamsha, Raghu Vamsha. So what several of those ancestors, each one of them being so great, such a great personality, such a popular personality. So their Vamsha is taken by any one of those ancestors' names. So Kakutsavamshe Vimukhaha na prayanti. Prayanti is goes, gachati. Na prayanti. Vimukhaha. Vimukha is vikruta mukhaha. Opposite of sumukha. Sumukha, vimukha. Nobody leaves with a disheartened face, with a gloomy face. Nobody who has approached anyone in Kakutsavamsha leaves with a gloomy face. One who has approached with Arthina, because they are Arthina. In Bhagavad Gita also, there is a Sri Krishna says, right? There are 4 Chaturvidhaha bhajante mam janaha sukrito arjunaha jnani Arthi, Artharthi, Jignyasuhu, Jnani cha BharataH. So there are 4 of them. Arti is the first one. Those who are in Artha Jana. Arti means those who are in dire straits, we say dire need, very sorrowful situations, undergoing lot of torment and all. That is Arti Janaha. The other ones are Artharthi. These are seekers, or they are kya matlabi log hai, Artha Arthi. So they are seeker of material, some material, either finance or power or a result. For example, all of majority of us today, so-called Hindu bhaktas, right, are Artharthis, because we have, not many of us are Arthis, fortunately. There are Arthis, very poor, downtrodden people, a lot of them are there. They are Arthis. In fact, I never see them going to temples so much as these Artharthis, who are visa seekers, or exam results seekers, or love seekers, etc., etc. Right? These are the more majority who visit temples, do all the pradakshanas, do all the cracking of coconuts, etc. But anyways, Krishna honored all of them. He said, I am aware. 4 types of guys are there. So Arti, then the second one is Artharthi, material seekers. And third one is Artharthi, Jignasuhu. Now the other 2 are the intellect people. The first 2 are Bhotika, material seekers. Arti, one because he is in torment, he doesn't even have food, or he doesn't even have clothes to wear. Such downtrodden people, of course, they seek God. The second one is they are not so deprived, but they have more wishes. So to get those wishes fulfilled, they also seek Bhagavan. And the other 2 are intellectual side. They are Jignasu, inquisitive people. They have a lot of inquiry. Why this? Why not like that? Why does it happen like this? All this questioning people are Jignasuhu. Jnatum ichha jignasa. Jignasa yasya asti saha jignasuhu. So knowledge seekers is Jignasuhu, but through inquiry. And the 4th one is Jnani cha BharataH. Now Jnani, he has already obtained knowledge. Now he wants to be with him. That's all. Now he has no other wish, no material wish, no knowledge or intellectual wish, no questions to be answered, all absolute clarity. But so, and hence, all he wants is, hey, no, what is Tatah Kim? What is there with all of this? I want you. And so, always to be with him is the Jnani, the 4th category. So, here, Nahi Arthinaha. So, any such first 2 material seekers have never returned back after approaching Kakutsa Vamshiyaha. They never left with gloomy face, which means unfulfilled. Nobody has ever returned, it says. Iti Sri Vishnu Purana Uptaritya Mahakirtirapi Mahabalaha. Iti Mahakirtihi. That is their Kirti. So with that Kirti, he is a Sumahayashaha. It is Mahayashaha. That is his Yasha. What is it? He comes from that lineage where nobody ever returned unfulfilled wishes. Nobody ever returned with unfulfilled wishes. So that is the Sumahayashaha. Paramodaraha was, we said that Swaparyantapekshitarthapradaha Sumukha Arthil Janalabena Prasanna Mukha Sumahayashaha, Kakutsavamshe Arthinaha Vimukhaha na prayanti iti Sumahayashaha. Mahabalaha api. How is it? Ashrita Manoratha Purane Nipunaha. So that is that's the explanation of the Mahabalaha here. Mahabalaha api Ramaha Pituradeshat Balavat pratibandhaka, balavat pratibandhakat. So he is tied, his hands are tied, balavat, by force. With what? Pituradeshat. The only thing he's tied by is the adesha of his father. Pituradeshat naichat. He does not like this proposal to return back. Chakara, so that is the adesha. I think 8:34. We started a bit late. We'll stop here. shRngji, are you there?
Srirangi mentioned that he was not able to make it today.
Okay. So I think we should stop here, or what do you think? Or let us come. Does everyone have time?
Maybe we can complete the second half of this shloka and stuff.
We'll complete this shloka so that we fulfill, because we said, right, in Vishnu Purana has already said that nobody returns unfulfilled. So if Bharata came seeking Rama to carry Rama with him back to the Rajyam, let us fulfill that wish also with this shloka, so that now that Vishnu Purana Ukti is not left unfulfilled. So let us say this shloka. Paduke chasya rajyaya
Paduke chasya rajyaya
nyasam datva punah punah
nyasam datva punah 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 punah
nivartayamasa tatah
nivartayamasa tatah
bharatam bharatagrajah.
bharatam bharatagrajah.
So paduke cha asya rajyaya nyasam datva punah punah nivartayamasa tatah bharatam bharatagrajah. So bharatagrajah, because bharatam nivartayamasa. So if you see in the previous quotations, Bharata says pratinivartayitum, pratinivartitavyam, he says. Now Rama says Rama nivartayamasa bharatam. So because bharatam nivartayamasa, Rama is now mentioned here as bharatagrajah, elder brother of Bharata. Bharatagrajah asya rajyaya, for him to rule, to enable Bharata. Bharata says, no, I cannot rule. Dharma says that I cannot rule. I'm not, mama arhata nasti. Bharata says very clearly. So now how to convince him to return back and rule? So he says, asya rajyaya, for him to rule it, nyasam datva. Nyasam is as a token, as a token or as a symbol, as a symbolically paduke vivachanam. So his two footwear. Paduke chasya rajyaya nyasam datva. He gives them as symbols. All right, Bharata, you are not listening. Okay, take these two, my feet. Because he says, Rama padat prasadakaha. Rama, your feet are my pleasure. My pleasure lies in being at your feet. And he cannot cut his feet and take away. So he says, all right, now take my footwear, which is that, you know how Rama wears that time, right? When he was in Ayodhya, he was wearing the most richest shoes, golden adorned shoes and all. But here, he's like Muniveshadhari. So he's that, what is it called? I forgot the name. Vikramji, do you remember? What is that called? That paduka. It will be a wooden plate, just a wooden plate with one vertical small, vertical.
Bogaji
Khadau in Hindi. Yeah. So where most of our sannyasis wear, right? So you hold it with the big toe and the next one. Between these two, you hold that vertical wooden cylindrical small piece. That's it. There is no more straps, nothing. So imagine how much of energy you have to keep to hold it. So initially for us to practice, if we flip the feet, I tried it. my grandfather used to have. I hold it like this with these two, and as soon as I lift the feet, this wooden plank revolves around. It might come up with these two fingers, but as soon as I lift the feet from the ground off, the wooden plank below, it revolves. Oh, then I try to adjust it with the hand. So that means, imagine how much of energy you have to put to hold it with these two fingers. So tight you have to hold it so that this bottom, this actual sole doesn't revolve around, because there are no other straps tying your feet. That much of energy, and with that much of ease they walk. So that paduka also Rama gives away. Others might be thinking, what, Bharata, you are not even leaving. Already he left everything and he came. No, we are not even leaving those two wooden sandals for him. But no, I think we'll read later, right? That Bharata brings other sandals with him. So paduke chasya, nyasam. So nyasam is sannyasa. That word also comes from there. Nyastayati. So something that you put yourself in it is called nyasa. Sati nyasaha sanyasaha. One who has put himself in the sat is sanyasaha. But here he himself, he gives his identity in this paduka as nyasa. So sarvatha prapatter vaiphalyam anuchitam iti yavat pratibandhaka nivrutti phala pratinidhim dishati sma ityaha. So sarvatha means sarvada is always. Sarvatha is in all, through all means. Yatha tatha sarvatha, yada tada sarvada. So sarvatha, through all means, prapattehe. So those who have sought prapatti in you, means those who have come believing in you, trusting in you, prapattehe, vaiphalyam, viphalam, saphalam, viphalam. So vaiphalyam is failure or unfulfilled, dissatisfied, unsatisfied. So for those who have come seeking you, because you should not, anuchitam, it is not good, it is not advisory, it is not expected. What is not expected? Vaiphalyam. Prapattehe vaiphalyam anuchitam iti yavat pratibandhaka nivrutti phala pratinidhim dishati. So paduke cha iti chastvartah, that is vyakaranam chastvartah, kintu bharatagrajaha phalapradanochita sambandhashilaha. So here bharatagrajaha, why did they say? Because Bharata is the seeker, and so by saying bharatagrajaha, what it means is he is the phalapradana uchita sambandhashilaha. Is because he is now in the mood of fulfilling the wish of Bharata through some means or the other. Sarvatha we said it, through one means, through some means or the other, because he is a fulfiller. He is now called here as Bharatagrajaha. Rajyaya, Rajyam Kartum. Kriyarthopapadasya cha karmani sthanitaha, that is Sanskrit Vyakaranam. Iti chaturthi. Asya Bharatasya paduke nyasam swapratinidhim. Nyasam here is swapratinidhim, nidhi. So these paduka are my, my identity, my representation. Okay, so take it and rule in the name of it. So that is what is meant here. Nyasam swapratinidhim datva deke, means having given it. Rama paduke rajyam kurutaha aham tayoho paricharaka iti bhavayeti datva ityarthaha. So Rama paduke rajyam kurutaha. Rama paduka kurutaha, because it is all vivachanam. Rama footwear is ruling. Aham tayoho paricharakaha. I am their paricharakaha. I am their server. I am their servant. Iti bhavaya. Think like that. Iti datva ityarthaha. So Nyasam Dattva, by saying Nyasam Dattva, here the so-called behind feeling said is, all right, Bharata, take this as my representative and think they are ruling, and you think that, all right, you are my servant or you are their servant, and accordingly go and rule. Punah, Punaha. Why did they say Punah, Punaha? Because Bharata is not going to leave. Again, time and again, we say, right? Again and again. So Bharata, Rama had to send Bharata back again and again. Which means, Bharata leave. Are go na. Enough now, go. So again and again. Punah, Punaha Bharatam Tasmat Deshat Nivartayamasa. From that place, Deshat Nivartayamasa, he made him return from there. Punah Punaha Ityanena Bharatasya Rama Viraha Sahishnutvam Dyotate. By saying Punah Punaha, it is shown the Bharata's inability to stand without Rama is expressed here by saying Punah Punah. Rama had to send him back again and again, which means Bharata was not ready to leave, to express their bond, their relationship of good brothers. It is said as Punah Punaha here. So there we stop. We'll continue with the 37th shloka in the next session. We'll conclude it with the Mangala shloka, and then we can go for discussion. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So with this, I wanted to actually complete the Ayodhya Kanda part today, but I think we ran a little late. Then